Hi, this is Elvira from Scrapintherapy, and today I'm going to try a new technique. Now, I used this a long time ago. There was some medium called texture paste. No, it wasn't texture paste, but it had fiber paste. And what that medium is by Golden, it has paper pulp in it, and it gives a nice little texture on your product. So I went ahead and created my own version using latex paint and some water and glue, and I took some regular paper. I had some leftover scrap paper that I went ahead and created a pulp with my blender. So I used water, I blended it all up and created this pulp, as you can see here. And I also put glazing medium in it to kind of keep it nice and fresh. So I created this nice little texture pulp, and I keep it in this sealed container, and it seals it very nicely. So I had this for a while that I created this. I don't know if I have a tutorial on that one, but that's what I did. So then I used that pulp, and I use my this thing. Let me clean it, because I have a bucket of water in my room that I throw my supplies in, so that way it won't get stuck on. So that way it gives me time that I can go to my sink, because my crafting room is in the garage, so I don't have a sink in the garage. So I put it in a little tub, as you can see here. These are those hospital tubs that you get when you go to the hospital. And then I take it to the sink and wash it off. Anyhow, so what I did is I took a spatula like this, I grabbed some, and then I just started creating texture with it and created the bottom. You know, this is going to be like rock and whatnot. This is more of the ground, and then these are more of the waves. And what I'm trying to do is like a waterfall going down with colors. And then this is going to be the sun. I let it dry overnight, and I just didn't know if it was going to come out. That's why I didn't film it. I should have filmed a bit. But basically you just take a blob of it and you just use it to create your structure. So as you see there. What I want to do is I got these pastels that I purchased at an art store, and they were 75% off, and that's why I got these a long time ago. And then I also have these soft pastels that I'm going to use. You know, I'm trying out different mediums to see how it works. And then I got gesso. What I want to do is I want to use this for the background and then use my gesso to kind of go over it and see how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I hope you like this video, and I hope it comes out. Okay, so I'm done with my page, and this is just using some of my pastels with some little bit of gesso. And the reason why I got this is actually the gesso. I took out the gesso and put it in a different container, and I put my gel medium in a different container, is because when I noticed that when I was dipping my brush in here, it was transferring some of the chalk, the pastels in my gesso, and well, actually my gel medium, and I didn't want that. So just take it out in a different little container and use it like that, and that will preserve your gel medium or your gesso. And then the other thing I discovered is when I use gesso, it actually blends a little nicer. It does give it a little more opaque color to my my pastels, and I figured that was going to happen, but you know, that was my theory. It was going to make it opaque, of course, but I noticed also that it blended a lot nicer. Then when I used my gel medium on top of my my pastels, you can still see it didn't blend it that well. Right there, you can really see where I made the lines as I was placing my pastels. And then here, it didn't blend that well, but it's looking like turbulence. You know, I have some water turbulence here, so I like the look here. Maybe not as much as in the sky. That wouldn't have been so good, but on the water scene, that was excellent that it did that. So your gel medium does not blend as well with your pastels when you put the pastels down and then blend it. Then I went ahead and used a combination of gel medium. Actually, mainly I used gel medium on my trees and on my ground, and then you saw how I kind of mixed some colors. So I put a base color and then just went over it with different colors. And you really need not your best brushes. You want to use a brush that is not the greatest, because this does destroy a little bit of your brush because of all that texture. So, you know, you're just going to pounce. It's more like a pouncing motion to get it in the grooves, and then just swirling motion to do that. So, that's my page. I do like this I do like this layout, and I hope you liked it too, and thank you for watching. Bye now.